Good morning, magandang umaga, and welcome to yet another episode of My PI Dream. Today is Wednesday, and it is build day 199. Yes, build day 199 on a construction schedule out at Villa FELIZ, and it is a beautiful, beautiful, absolutely beautiful morning. And I hope that's just the indication of what the rest of the day is going to be. Good morning, Mark. How are you this morning? What you got? What you got there? Oh, that's your coin.
Candy.
Oh, I do. Wait a minute. I don't have any candy, but here, I'll give you a coin to put inside your coin. Okay. How about that one?
Hello.
Oh, you don't want that one? Yeah, but it's money. No, you can't. You can't be. When people give you money, you have to. Just because that's a 25 doesn't. Oh, you want a bigger one? Okay, here. You have a. How's that? Okay. You happy? Can you believe that? Kids are so picky these days. Oh, where was I? Okay, so anyway, today is build day 199. Oh, roofing. Today is the focus of roofing. So I want to get in. I'm not early. I'm actually my normal time, but I started out very, very early. But we had no electricity. Good morning. How are you? Oh, you don't tell everybody I'm giving you pesos. Oh, I suppose. Oh, you have pesos too? All right, here. Here's a peso for you. How about you? Yeah. Peso for you too? All right. You don't look too happy to just gotten some free money. Okay, guys. What is going on here? What's happening? A new fence? A fence, patio? New construction. Oh, I like it. Morning. How much you want to bet his construction will get done a lot faster than my construction is getting done out at Villa FELIZ? Morning, Lola Janet. How are you today? Morning, Michelle.
Good morning.
How are you today?
I'm good.
You're good?
And you are?
I'm really good. It's a beautiful morning.
Yes.
I have roofing tiles in my basement. Now if they can make it from the basement to the roof, it's going to be a good day. And today we're supposed to start. Where's your husband?
Down.
In town. Picking up supplies.
Yes.
Today is Wednesday. You usually get your baked goods on Wednesday.
Yeah. Fresh eggs.
And fresh eggs. Good morning, Tess.
Morning.
How are you today? Today, what's today? What are you having for dinner tonight?
Pork chop, adobo, and
Oh, I like the pork chop adobo you make, right? Make one of those for me. Okay, I'll see you later. Have a good afternoon. Enjoy the sunshine. Good morning. Oh, there's my sweetheart. Hi, Juliana. I know you. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Good morning.
Lolo James. You respect the elders.
They're great.
Mga po tinuturoan ko, I teach them. Sir James.
That's true. You gotta start early. Start young.
Yes, yung ay mga apo din katabi ko. You call Sir James. Sir, not James.
Okay.
Sir James.
I'm so glad to, I walked by your house this morning. Every morning I walk by to see if I can see her smiling face.
Yes.
All right, you guys have a great day. See you later. Good morning. Magandang umaga. How are you today? great. I bet you got hungry, man. Hold on, sweetie. Oh, where'd you come from? Wait. Let's put it in here. So something I didn't mention this morning is we had lots of power outages last night. And they were out for a pretty long amount of time because I had almost no fan almost all night long. And then this morning it came back on a little bit. Last night it was on long enough I was able to get my video published last night, but then it was on, off, on, off, on, off. And there must have been something weird going on, because what happens, I think, because they use fuses over here, you can't see it on here, but there'll be a post, and it's usually the post that's next to the transformer, and it's a fuse inside there, and the fuses blow because the electrical infrastructure over here isn't really that great, and they'll blow, and I think somebody goes out there and resets it, or at their house they have some kind of arrangement with the electric company that they can go up there and change out the fuse or something. I don't know, because normally it comes back on really quick, and I noticed this morning that when it went out and we didn't have it for a while, and I expected for it to come back on again, that it was like boom, it came on for actually a half a second and went back out again, blew again. So I think there was a major problem going on today, but it came on later in the morning and it stayed on, and I was able to make some coffee this morning and get some breakfast. But welcome to the Philippines. I see a lot of activity going on. We're still working on doing the driveway. I see people on the inside, lots of activity. I see lots of stuff with gravel and I think all of this is mainly for the drainage and working on that portion. But I do not see any roofers here. I was hoping first thing this morning I would see people on the top of the house. But it is still a little early. Maybe they're coming in from town, and as soon as they get here, we will monitor the progress of that. Well, it's break time right now, and they're out there, and it's quiet inside here. And I just want to answer one of the questions that somebody was asking about the way they do the mudding inside here. What type of a tape do they use for the plasterboard up here? And as you can see, I'll try to stand up here, and what they're using is a mesh. You can use tape or you can use mesh. I prefer the mesh. I've always preferred the mesh because I think you have less problems with cracking and things like that using the mesh tape instead of using the paper tape. But that's the answer to that question. And no, Hapon does not have the dog version of the measles or the chicken pox. Hapon just likes getting into every bit of the building construction that he can. He sticks his head in everything, and then when he does that, he ends up getting paint and all kinds of building supplies all over his head. Our roofing team is on site, and they're starting to carry some of the roofing tiles up onto the roof. So as soon as they start doing the installation and they get some of the tiles in place, we'll do a drone flyover and watch the progress of the Decra Milano Rosso tile installation. So what you see up there, that's the correction to where I requested the shower head come down inside. For some reason, it got overlooked even after I requested it be corrected. And they're about to put the roofing tiles over that area. Once they put the roofing tiles over that slab there, there's not going to be any access to the pipe. And that's what I told my contractor today. I said, they're getting ready to cover that up, and we still don't have a shower head in the correct place inside there. So anyway, they need to get that done really quick, because you can see they are starting with the roofing tiles over here. So see if we can get a picture of what the roofing tiles are starting to look like up on the roof right now. So when you're building a house, some of the things you have to do is do inspections, do spot inspections. I did a spot inspection, but sometimes you need to do a little bit more than a spot inspection. And because what might be good in one area, and then normally if you find a problem in that area, then you check all the rest of the areas around. So today was my day to do spot inspections on roofing. Of course, we're doing our roofing tiles right now as I speak. So while I was up here, I was inspecting the stainless steel, and there's a lot of issues. It didn't get quality controlled. The stainless steel team left, and they missed some real biggies. So anyway, if you look on this side over here, let's turn around. I want to show you the way I'm going to show you the way we paid for the stainless steel team to come here and install stainless steel. Partially, they even missed a lot of things, and I'm going to show you. One of the things my definition was that we go from purlin, stainless steel from purlin to purlin here, and this becomes our gutter. And that's all good. And then because it was more than 4 feet wide, remember the sheets are 4 feet by 8 feet wide, they have to do a splice inside there. So this is our splice right here. I don't know if you can see our splice. But our splice has no sealant. It's supposed to have this sealant inside that prevents water from going inside the house. This area is lower, and a lot of the gutter system, it's lower than, and I'll show you right here where it is. This is lower, the splice is lower than the middle of this side, which goes to the outside. So hypothetically, if this were to fill up with water, say the downspout's got clogged or something like that, water would go inside here with no sealant inside there and then penetrate inside the house. They left without doing it. That was a requirement. The main requirement was that the stainless steel here covers over the top of the C-purlin, and they didn't do that. None of that's done inside of here on this side. It's done over here, but not over here. So then you have to mitigate the problem. You have to figure out what to do, and you have to look at your options. One of the options for this portion, that's incorrect. And the reason you have to be careful about this, when you have typhoons and lateral winds blowing water, water's going to go this way up underneath this and go inside your house, because what's inside your house is just your plasterboard for your ceiling, and it's not water rated. It will be damaged if water goes up underneath there. So there's a couple of ways of mitigating the problem, and the way to mitigate the problem here, two of the main ways, is either to replace this in section, make the stainless steel people come back out and replace every bit of this, or the Decra people, they have flashing, and it's actually the same color as this, and it will look better. I would prefer that, to have this color flashing that goes across here and down all the way where you don't see any of the stainless steel. So you would see no stainless steel. All you would see is red roof, which is what I want. I want to see no stainless steel. So what they're going to do is they're going to make that part of the package. They're going to come out and they're going to install that. Okay, that will mitigate that problem. The next, and it will be riveted to the stainless steel that's existing inside. The stainless steel people will be coming back out because they missed several of the places that required the sealant, many places, and especially this one right here, but especially some of them that are in the bottom where the water will go right through and flood inside the house. So we have to have those folks back out for that. Secondary. When these are going to be riveted here with rivets that are the same color of the roof also, so you won't see the rivets. But you see the tiling, the architecture of the tiling has bumps here. Even if you rivet this on every single section right there, you still have this gap underneath here. And let's go from the back side. You can see. You see, so you have an air pocket, you have an open area, you have an area for penetration from, again, you have penetration of lateral wind and rain, and most importantly is you have bugs that you just fly right in and become and infest inside your roof. So I asked the Decker folks up here, and they don't normally, people accept roofs, this type of roof with it. And of course, many people all over the Philippines have open air roofs. There's like there's gaps this big from the tin roof, and then you have a wood truss system, and it comes in. There's no screening, there's nothing like that. But that's not what we're building here. We're building a modern, very secure type roof that we want to make sure is enclosed properly. So what we're going to do is, once these are all the way around, after we first thing fix the stainless steel gutter, do the flashing, do the riveting, and then come behind each one of these ribs, each one of the ribs back there, and we're going to fill in each one of them with sealant, so that portion becomes completely sealed, so nothing can penetrate that part of the roof. Maybe it hasn't been done here before, but we're going to do it, and we're going to make sure it gets done right. So that's part of the process, and that starts tomorrow. A huge mistake by the stainless steel folks. I want you to see this. Totally missed that one. And that would just fill up the entire concrete underneath the stainless steel if that's not filled properly. Well, you didn't see this morning, but that scaffolding, do you remember the scaffolding that was all up on this side of the house up here? So I thought they were going to take it down piece by piece like they normally do, but they didn't. They just kind of let it collapse and go and drop down the side. And when it did, one of the legs inside there popped up and damaged part of the wall inside, but they'll go back and they'll fix that. A little bit of plaster coat, a little bit of skim coat, a little bit of paint, and we'll be back to new again. Well, anyway, what would a day be without a couple of shout outs? And we're going to do I think it's two anniversary shout outs today. And today's shout out goes to Dr. Jim Lynn, who's been a long time subscriber. If you ever read the comments of that, he's got some crazy comments that he puts inside. And when I say crazy, it's crazy like some of the properties that he owns in different parts of the world and things like that. Well, anyway, Jim and his wife, Rachel Ann McAdams Lynn, they are celebrating their anniversary, or they did celebrate the anniversary on the 10th. But I want to wish you a belated happy anniversary. And the next shout out is another anniversary shout out, and it's going to go to Manny and his wife, Eliza. Manny actually sent me the full name of his wife, and I'm going to butcher it if I go through the entire name. If you want me to, I'll try it. Okay, I'm gonna try it, and I'm gonna have like a teleprompter here trying to, and it goes like this: Eliza de Jesus Luch Ignacio. I hope I got that right. I know I probably didn't, but I hope I got it right. And anyway, Eliza, her family is from here in Lipa, and they're part of the de Jesus family here, right here in Lipa. And let me give you the area where they're living at right now. So Eliza is now living in, I think this is Iligan. I hope I got that right. I probably did. But and then Manny is living in Elk Grove, California. So anyway, happy anniversary to the two of you. Well, here it is, the end of another day here at Villa Feliz and construction. And today we had some good accomplishments. Today we had some good catches that, if left unnoticed, could have been disastrous. But again, that's what oversight is all about. Remember, I keep talking about oversight, making sure that you're around, or somebody who knows what is the construction procedures, and the proper construction procedures is proxying for you and representing you to make sure that they can catch those as well. Case in point was some of the roofing issues that we saw today. So anyway, we're going to close for today, and tomorrow is a new day. Tomorrow is Thursday. I always have to look. It's crazy. I have no idea what day of the week it is. And tomorrow is Thursday, and then it's going to be build day 200. Can you believe it? 200 days of construction out here at Villa Feliz. And tomorrow is going to be again with the roofing. And the roofing is you saw how much from the earlier drone shot, and I took that last drone shot at the very end of the day. And you can see we have, and that's the largest area on that side of the house. That's the side where, if we have room in the budget for solar panels, that's where solar panels is going to go, because it will hold the most amount of solar panels, I think to about 20 panels or something like that. So tomorrow again, roofing. Tomorrow, more work inside the driveway down here. More work digging the steps. You saw it. I didn't really go into it too much in detail today, but that's what all the digging was in the hillside right next to the basement area, and that's for the steps that are going to go up. The ones I think I said they were going to be about 40 centimeters deep on each one of them by 2 meters wide going up, and the one that we replaced the ramp, and it's going to be all steps inside there. What else is going on? Oh, you saw today we got a little bit of advance on the grill. The grill has now the little shelf on the back, the granite shelf. Remember, I bought 2 granite slabs, and the top section was for that. We will save all the granite, and we will use the granite for other projects around here. The granite will not go to waste. And you can see that they're also doing a lot of the plasterboard for the ceiling on the inside, where they did the taping, and they're doing the sanding of all the plasterboard adhesive that they did inside there as well. And of course, and today they're doing like they did over here with the fence. They're doing the finishing off. You can see they have the formwork, and they I believe they still have to pour. I see 1, 2, 3, and the beginning of number 4, and they will be mixing up the concrete tomorrow, and they will be topping each one of those off in preparation for the fencing material that goes on the top of it. And tomorrow we are supposed to have the stainless steel gutter people here correcting the things that they didn't do properly the first time around before they left, saying that the job was complete, because it was not complete. So good thing that we did the inspection today. Good thing I did the inspection today, or a lot of it would have probably gone unnoticed. But my builder did say he saw that big pipe that goes from one of the secret gutters to the other side, the pass through. He did see that wasn't right, and he was going to make sure that was the main reason he was bringing them back. But now that there's some other things inside there, they'll be taking care of that as well. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, please share. And if you have not subscribed, just click on that little My PI Dream heart in the bottom right hand side of your screen. You will be subscribed and you will receive a notification the next time I upload a new video. So until tomorrow, you have a wonderful and blessed day. Kamusta ka? Mabuti. Mabuti. What a piece.
Buatan mo na yan, Dog.
Look at that.